Hello, hi everyone. I'm Lalita here, and thank you for watching my invisible journey with MMO. I'm here to share about my experience with rare disease called neuromyelitis optica, and I was diagnosed in June 2019. So today I am sharing about my second relapse. It happened shortly, like 2.5 weeks after my first relapse. My mom and my auntie was due to go for a holiday in Australia, Sydney, to visit my cousin. At that point of time, I actually started to feel new symptoms like hand pain. In particular, those 3 fingers, I get like burning sensation, but I actually ignore it totally because I didn't know what it was, and I didn't know like whether is it a new symptom or whether is it just residual symptom from my first relapse. So I just ignored, and I didn't mention anything to them because I really want them to enjoy the holiday. It was like on a Wednesday or Thursday that they went off. On a Friday, I started to get worse. I started to feel tired and dizzy, and I was in bed the whole day. I didn't manage to get out at all. And suddenly it became worse, whereby I couldn't eat anything. It dragged on Sunday. I started to feel odd because I have half facial numbness. That means I couldn't feel at all. And I also get this severe left pain. Left arm pain is it's not terrible. The pain, is a nerve pain. It's not like a sore pain. Basically, I didn't know what to do. So at A&E, I actually presented like 3 main symptoms. One is half facial numbness, which stretched back all the back to the back of my scalp, and then a left shoulder pain, which is pretty severe. And also the third one is I was dizzy. I just couldn't focus at all, and which made me unable to walk properly. During the next day, of course, my doctor ordered quite a lot of extensive tests, suspecting that it would be a second relapse. So symptoms seems to get worse and get more. Okay, I get this whole tingling sensation on the back of my body, tingling numbness sensation, and then I have this very heavy feeling at the hip, which is a main problem because it causes me to be unable to control my bowel. They have to put me on a catheter, right? And very bad leg spasm during the night time. I think it was on the second night or third night, whereby my leg just had this very bad twitching and spasm, where I am so grateful that my BFF and my sister stayed behind to accompany me until I settled down. The test that the doctor sent me to was the regular and very extensive blood test. Okay, full blood count, testing my renal panel, liver function, and everything. Of course, there are some rates in the result. Sent off to do MRI for brain and spine. It's also sent off to do some nerve tests. So just to share a bit more about MRI scan, this time round the MRI scan was pretty horrible experience for me. Say I have been feeling all the twitching and the itching and the spasm all over at the back of my body and also at my feet. So making me stay in the tunnel for 1.5 hours was really not easy. It almost feel claustrophobic, for that 1.5 hour. It was torturous. I was like practically screaming in my brain, in my But I survived through. I keep praying and praying and praying that God will let me just come down and have a nap. So far, that was the worst MRI I had. You know, the second day I actually started like my high dose intravenous steroids for 5 days. During the first 2 days, symptoms didn't seem to go away. I still need to be on catheter, and I still have all the pain and numbness. Results came back and showed that there are some new active lesions at the spine area. So the IV steroids was the right way to go for 5 days. Okay, so on the third day of the steroids infusions, things didn't get better. In fact, I started to have even more blurry vision. I couldn't see. I have double vision, and the doctor came in and told me that I need to go for a plasma exchange. Plasma exchange, in short, is called PLEX. Okay, plasma exchange is the filtration of your plasma. Okay, it's been removed, replaced by artificial plasma, and then re-infuse it back to the patient. So basically what they do is they extract, like through a pot, they extract my blood out, and then they separate the blood cells, the red blood, from the plasma, and then put back artificial plasma. I remember on the last day I was given active or a live plasma actually, but before that it was all artificial plasma, and then we re-infuse it back into my body. So what you were trying to do is basically to remove the bad antibodies from my blood, so that the inflammation can go away and the lesions can start to heal. That was the main purpose. It was administered, or the treatments were 5 days, but you have to do on alternate day, so that the body can adjust to the new artificial plasma that is being reinfused into my body. So it is about it stretches for almost 10 days, and I did it subsequently after the 3 days after the steroids. The whole procedure pretty scary. I was not given a brief of what is going to happen. I was pushed into the procedure room whereby they put a pot. There's no more scar here though. They put a pot right here whereby they insert a tube right very near to my heart. Okay. The next day I was sent to a high dependency ward for the treatment itself, because they need to monitor and ensure that during the first time my body is able to receive the artificial plasma. The whole process was painless. I was just feeling tired and sleepy all the way. After the 5 treatments of plasma exchange, symptoms seems to get better, and I was also tapered off with some steroids before I was discharged and able to go home. And of course, they sent in the physiotherapy, the nutritionist in to have a talk with me. Basically, because I'm in bed for so long, they need me to get back on my feet, and because of all the infusion and the treatment, my cholesterol showed that I'm on the higher side, but it could be all because of the medication. So they sent the nutritionist to talk to me about eating the right kind of food. And after that, I was discharged and sent home to rest. This second relapse was quite an experience for me. Not not something that I thought was so serious. I didn't went in to expect that it was a second relapse. I didn't went in to expect doing a plasma exchange. Other than all the discomfort from the symptoms like the tickling and sensation, the numbness, the pain, I didn't feel emotionally upset. I didn't blame like on God why I have the disease or why is it me. In fact, I was pretty peaceful about it. Maybe because I'm like on so much medication and I'm so tired, I didn't have the time to think about my feeling or didn't have time to think about my emotion. Basically, I was just resting and of course with listening to hymns and Bible verses, it actually do help me a little bit to get through that period of time. The only bad thing that I felt was my mom and my auntie actually have to cut short their trip. I'm grateful that my BFF Sandy and my sister were with me for the first few days when my aunt and my mom is not around. I'm grateful that my hubby was at home with the girls. This is all about my second relapse. It sounds something big, but I'm thankful that it's over, and I'm glad that I'm able to come on here to share with people about the symptoms that you can feel or the kind of treatments that you can go through. Yeah, so I would like to tell this to people who are having immune disease. Do keep yourself uplifted, to keep your mindset positive. Yes, so if you are really feeling a new symptoms for more than 24 hours, please do not feel embarrassed or shy about it. Do ring the bell, get your doctor's attention. For immune disease like ours, the earlier you detect a new relapse, the better it is, the easier to treat. And usually for relapses like ours, it's very treatable. So just be mindful and just understand your body. If you would like to understand plasma exchange, you can continue to watch on. I will put on a video of my plasma exchange procedure, a short one. But if you don't want to see blood or you don't want to see the gruesome part, then you can turn off here. Thank you very much, and I see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.
After procedure, we'll use the heparin to load the lung, so we need to aspirate the heparin before we start the procedure. This one is the calcium drip.
Okay.
We'll run through the lymph
So the calcium will go in now.